up, everybody? Welcome aboard. It is Trading Live with Bubba. What's going on? Well, it's pretty quiet, as you can see when I share my screen here. There you go. How come it didn't share? What's going on here? Well, I guess it's share. I don't know. Now I don't know what the hell to think here. Luis, why is my screen not sharing? There we go. Okay, so it's pretty quiet. Not a lot going on. Getting a little bit of a rally right now from lower lows right now. But markets are quiet. It has been very challenging to trade overall from a short-term standpoint. As we look and see, very little actual movement in here. We are a little bit weak, and certainly I would say that yesterday's late day rally in the VIX was an indication that you might see some selling this morning. And as we take a look at our usual stuff, well, first I want to look at Bitcoin. If you do trade this is probably a sell. I did sell it this morning. But again, I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just saying that would be one that would be overbought. And certainly all the news is out and all the BS is out. And you would expect, even if you expect to go higher, which I do, you would expect to see some selling from this overbought condition. We've gotten a little bit too carried away. And then if we go to the stocks, Apple, Alpha Papa Lima, again, up at 255, I would be looking at it to take a short position. And not because I'm negative Apple, it's just it's very overbought here. So it would be one that I would look at there. Amazon, we did sell it yesterday. Nothing really to do right now. It looks like it wants to come down a little bit. Bido, which is an ETF, again, very overbought. Certainly would look to potentially sell some spreads there. I'm already short the future, so I'm not going to sell any spreads there. Coin, really just stuck in the middle. There's really not much to do here. Certainly you could look at the 300 as potential support. I would wait. I would like to see it come back down to 290 before I would buy it, 340 before I would sell it. Crowd, very overbought yesterday. Even here would be a reasonable area to look at it to be a seller. I would think that you might want to sell the 370, 385 call spread, creating a synthetic put. One of the things we do want to remember, though, we do have news tomorrow. You've got the Fed. Now, why anybody would care what the Fed does is beyond me. But at the end, that's what the markets seem to be reacting on. But the overall volume and action is really lousy. Meta, really in the middle of nowhere, nothing for us to really do here. And you're going to find this a lot. However, Google, which I did sell this morning, I'll give you the exact sale I made. You can probably still get it if you're interested. But I did sell. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what I did. I sold the one. All right. Oh, where the hell did it go? There we go. I sold the 182.50, 197.50 for 11.75. Basically, I bought the 197.50 put for $3.25, which is trading at $4. Okay, that's what I created, and it is very overbought, so I would have no issue selling that there. Let's just take a look back at the regular board and see if anything's going on that we can get involved in. And the answer is no, not really. Okay, here was something potentially in the euro currency if you were trading it, and it would be a sale here, but I don't see enough movement here. I don't, again, if the whole range is 12 ticks and I'm going to risk 15, I don't think that's something that I really want to get involved in. I would just simply wait. IWM, okay, getting to a spot where I'd probably like to be a buyer around 228, so it needs to come down a little bit. We're going to be a lot more conservative right now as we watch and see the markets with a lack of activity, a lack of action. Moderna, again, I think this is one we're going to get rid of altogether. It's really just dead at some point. I mean, all I could really do here is look to be a buyer, but I have really no interest in it. Microsoft, getting to that point, I would say, a little higher, 460 would be a spot where I'd like to sell it. It's really not anywhere special right now. MSTR, really just in the middle of a consolidation, been hovering around the mean. Really nothing to do. Okay, and you're going to see this common nugget. I would definitely did. And I did do a risk reversal on nugget this morning, which you can probably still do. I bought the for January the 3rd. I bought the 39 calls. I sold them the 39 puts, and I did buy the 34 puts underneath. Okay, I did that for a 20-cent debit, basically creating the call. Okay, basically creating the 39 call for 2 weeks from now, and you can see that if I look out to the, of course, it'd be nice if I could type. That would be another issue. Okay, there we go. So if I look out to January 3rd, the 39 call is 225. I created that for 25 cents. However, remember, my risk is $5. Risk if you just buy this, it's 210. But you have to make the decision. If you believe you're right, you're going to make a lot more by creating the risk reversal. Okay. NVIDIA under a lot of pressure, certainly oversold. Would certainly look to buy NVIDIA. In fact, we'll go ahead and make that trade now. Let me go set it up here. NVIDIA, November Victor Delta Alpha. All right, and we're going to do this for, I'm going to do this for the 20th first. Okay, and I'm going to sell the 127, 126. I'm going to sell that 127, 126 for 35 cents. Okay. And that expires on Friday. And if it doesn't work, I'll do it again. The Qs, QQQ, Quebec, Quebec, Quebec. I'm certainly looking to sell some spreads here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. QQQ. I'm going to sell it for today. Okay, and see what happens. Let's see here. The 537, 538. I'm going to sell that for 30 cents. Okay. And we'll see what happens there. And back to here. Okay. And SMCI, really in the middle, not much really to do. Square, in the middle, really not much to do. SPY, in the middle, not really much to do. Tesla is definitely one that you may want to look at again. Obviously, you can see the risk. I mean, I've been selling this all the way from 375, and each week I have to add to that position to get back to where I was. Okay. Certainly not an easy, not always a very comfortable position, but again, it is very overbought. So I'm going to certainly try to take advantage of that. Win, Whiskey Yankee November. Yeah, I have a little bit of a buy down here, but we kind of missed it. Probably it rallied up a little bit already. And Zoom, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so as we watch, again, there really isn't a lot to do. You are getting a little bit of a spike up here. Again, I don't like the volumes that we're watching, but certainly I would be willing to look at the S&P as a potential sale, as the NASDAQ as a potential sale. Again, I'm not thrilled with this lack of volume or interest, but certainly we will be willing to look at it and see. Okay, so certainly we'll look. One second. Give me a second here. Sorry, guys. Just trying to take care of some other things at the same time that happen to always come up. Okay. So we're looking for a red bar to come in here on the S&P. Hold on 1 second. Okay, and we don't have a trigger yet. We're gonna wait. We're looking for a trigger on the S&P and on the NASDAQ. Don't have it yet, but hopefully it'll show up here at some point. Get a little bit of a rally here, but now we're looking for a spot to sell. And if there's anything else here that looks reasonable, no, just the two. Okay, and let's see what goes on here. Looks like we're going to get the NASDAQ if you choose to play. We're going to wait. Not a trade yet. Hold on. Okay, we did not get a trigger in either one yet, but we are getting ready to get that trigger. And now if you want to trade both or just one, take your choice. It looks like they both might qualify here. And the NASDAQ is going to be a trade if you want to take it. And the stop's going to be at 22.73.76. Okay, now you should have one off already. You got a profit locked in. Okay, now your stop should go to break even. Okay, now we got a chance to look at the S&P as well. Okay, it stopped out on the NASDAQ with a small profit. Hold on 1 second. Okay, and we have no other trade right now, so we're just sitting here waiting. And we'll see what goes on. If there's anything else going to help us here, give us an opportunity. We do have a small profit, and we'll see if we can get another opportunity here. We still don't have anything in the S&P, and now that the S&P has gone sideways, it's actually resolving itself with consolidation. So we don't get filled on this bar, we won't take the trade. So it looks like no trade. It looks like there's not much to do. So we will see you back here on Thursday with another Trading Live. We'll take our winner, and we got a couple of open trades. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on Thursday.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.